Should we do bag 3? Yeah, I think so. Let's do the knoll. Let's crack on, shall we? So we're straight in. Actually, we'll go in for this, I think. There we go. How are you? Good day to you. I might have to zoom out at some point because Molly and Pippin are getting a little groom today, so that's a thrill. They look quite shaggy at the moment. They look ludicrous. So, you know, I mean, we all get to the point, don't we, where we're in dire need of a haircut. Ah, looks like we're making another bookcase here. I'll just concentrate on this little bookcase and then I shall get to club business, of which there is a considerable amount. Which I'm delighted about. I do love it when you send me your messages and we, you know, gives us things to chat about during the build. Of course, which is what we like. We're like a robust debate, do we not? There we go. Look, that's nice, isn't it? There they are. Okay. So, that's interesting. When did that happen? Oh, I've missed out a bit. Of course I've missed out a bit. Of course I did. Let me get this right. Then we shall commence with club business. So, club business. Club business is afoot. Gary Blair agrees with the VAR, Mr. Graham Triggs. I mean, of course he does. He's such a suck-up. Such an unbelievable suck-up. Is that a sass? No. No, it's absolutely not a sass. It's not even remotely a sass. I think it was a sass. No, it's really not. It's not sass, it's just stating facts. Stating facts isn't a sass, Mr. VAR, Mr. Graham Triggs. It's not. Anyway, Gary Blair, the suck-up. What? Who keeps saying that? Stop it. Stop it. You're going to get me into trouble, you terrible person. Anyway, Gary Blair is in agreement with Mr. Graham Triggs on the colour palette, and he's referring to the colour palette as unsophisticated and thinks that everything is just off tonally. Ooh. Sorry, I should have done that in Mr. Gary Blair's voice. Everything's just off tonally. It's unsophisticated. I've decided that's Gary Blair's new voice. It's only what he would want, so, you know. hang on. All right. I was suspicious of that then, but it is correct. How many of those? 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't. Do you know what? I think if I do that, there we go. Tell you for why, is it for some reason I'm having great difficulty in getting this in the middle of the shot. But of course all I need to do is just move the flipping camera, don't I? If I want it here, the centre to be here. But oh look, it's almost as if cameras work. What a magic state of affairs. Noreen. Dear Noreen Cullen. Dear, dear, dear Noreen. Has sent me a message saying that she would never cheat on me. Oh, thank you, Noreen. She would never cheat on me. And then she puts, heartbreakingly, even though you laughed at me when I joined. Oh, we all remember the incident, don't we? Let's replay it. We all remember it. In comes Noreen, and I accidentally pressed... Oh, for the shame of it, rather than... The shame of it. Mind you, the same thing happened yesterday, didn't it, with old Tanya Neldretter. Now, this is not immediately obvious as to how this works. Oh no. This is not immediately obvious. Is it there? Well, I'm not entirely sure we've got this right here, gang. No, it's going that way. Oh, sorry, you didn't see any of that. That's what happened then. Okay, put in a little mezzanine. Thank you. This is where it goes a little bit. I think we might have to go up here, gang. Well, we'll get to that in a minute because we might have some more bits and bobs down on the hoof to do. Yes, we've got some more bits down on the hoof to do. So let's move that chunky monkey out of the way, shall we? You'll be very pleased to know we now open up this packet, which I will do carefully. I know that some of you enjoy that. Right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, thank you, Noreen. Thank you for your loyalty, and thank you for your forgiveness of that terrible moment that I relive from time to time in my nightmares. That's going a bit far. Shh, come on. Come on. Come on, Noreen's shown willing. Come on. Yeah, I know, but you know, in your nightmares, I mean, give it a rest, Emma. Shh. Shush, please, and spleep. Spleep, little baby, spleep. This looks suspiciously like a roof. Well, not a roof, but it's clearly going to go on top, isn't it? Oh, if I can get that in. Oh, that's horrid. Come on. Come on now. Come on, little piece, thank you. It's an absolute business, that was. Anyway, back to Tanya Neldretter. who has not informed me of how her surname should be pronounced. So we will continue with Tanya Naldretta. So she tells me she's new to Lego. Welcome. We'll give you a round of applause for that. And that she came to Lego because she heard me on the Older and Wiser. Hang on. No. Hang on a minute. On the Older and Wiser podcast. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So that's going there. That's going there. Which, if you don't know the Older and Wiser podcast, it's Genia Claire, who is one of the world's greatest human individuals. And I talked about Lego on it at some length, I do recall. So that's how Tanya came to hear about Lego and how relaxing it is. Anyway, I'm delighted. She's done the Parisian restaurant. We have that to come, remember, Wax. That's one of our racked and stacked builds. And she's also done the detective agency, which I can reveal is also racked and stacked and ready to go. In fact, I think the detective agency might be my next build. It's either going to be that or the Parisian restaurant. We'll have to decide. But Tanya Naldretta has also done the Brick Bank, which I don't have. I do believe the Brick Bank is out of... Hang on. Yes. It's out of service, as 'twere. You can't get your hands on it unless you go to some shady eBay sites where they deal in Lego like crack. But you know, never say never. So if I ever get my hands on the Brick Bank, then maybe it's Brick Bank ahoy. We'll have to see. Right, we're turning over. How lovely, we're turning over. Tanya Naldretta says that the Parisian restaurant was her favourite of those three. And then she adds, I only watch the designer videos to help choose which one next. Honest. You see how lovely people are being? So nice. She was also glad to see that she's not the only one who gets stumped at times. Stumped at times? Me? Who? What? I'm a rapscallion when it comes to that, am I not? This is so great. It's like a Star Wars build. This bit. Unsophisticated. I mean, honestly. Such a suck-up Gary Blair. I do whatever the VAR says. Be careful, you're sassing him. Shh, beep, 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 beep. I think I'm allowed to sass Gary Blair, aren't I? Let's have an adjudication on that, please, Mr. Graham Triggs. Oh, that'll set a cat amongst the pigeons. Bold. Feeling bold today. That can only mean there's a disaster on the horizon. That's what normally happens. Mr. Gary Blair, it turns out, in a strange sort of real-life twisteroo, turns out that he has got a real-life spiral staircase to put together. Can you even imagine the scenes? Can you imagine them? Can you imagine me trying to put together a real-life spiral staircase? Just think about that for a minute. Just think about it. I mean, it's... and possibly... Right, let's get to the more serious club business. Mr. Graham Triggs. Mr. Graham Triggs. Mr. Graham Triggs, to whom all things must bow, for... Oh dear, that brought on a coughing fit. Mr. Graham Triggs, to whom all things must bow, for he is the official referee of this channel. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Please welcome him in. Please welcome him in like Father Christmas. Anyway, he says that he starts with a stern telling off. Quite right too. That I was immediately flirting with a yellow card yesterday. When... Actually, do you think we want to... Yes. That I was immediately flirting with a yellow card yesterday because I used the incorrect sound effect for a newcomer. I know I did. But it was immediately rectified and I did immediately confess to it, Mr. Graham Triggs, which is probably why I didn't get a yellow card. It's probably why I got away with that. Sometimes he's kind and beneficent. Oh, there's Georgie. Goodbye. Good luck. She's off to get a new car. No, she's coming in.
Don't forget the dog groomer.
I won't forget the dog groomer. Hey, Will, do you think the little mix will come and sing like Perry will...
Holiday.
Now, for newcomers, we need to keep you up to speed to this. My wife, Georgia Gibbon, manages Little Mix. I know, can you even imagine? Anyway, we've been trying for a considerable length of time to get her to get one of the Little Mix, probably Perry, to sing a theme tune for the Relax with Lego channel. Relax with Lego. Are you relaxed? Well, why don't you relax with some Lego? Relax with it. Come on now. You'll feel relaxed. Something along those lines. Anyway, suffice to say, I've got nowhere. Got absolutely nowhere with it. Just concentrating for a moment because these clearly need to be in the correct place. I think that's right. Oh, look, that's a lovely colour. That's a lovely colour. Now then, not quite sure. I think I might have to put these in first here. All right, I think it's there. Yeah, I've placed that correctly. You'll be very pleased to know that. I think I might give myself up. Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, you're too kind. You're too kind. Bevis hates it when I give myself a round of applause for just correctly following the instructions. In your face, Bevis mustn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That probably was a sassing of the sensei. Oh well, let the immediate wrath of the Lego gods commence. It's only a matter of time, isn't it, before that judgment comes crushing down on my tiny soft head. Mr. Grown Triggs has, however, issued a yellow card. I say this in hushed tones because, as you all know, whenever a yellow card is given out, we have to treat it with the respect that the seriousness requires. So Mr. Grown Triggs has issued a yellow card, and this is all he has to say. I'm issuing a yellow card to Lego. What? Gasp! Gasp! Oh no! To Lego? I'm issuing a yellow card to Lego for those spiral staircase instructions. It's a lovely feature, but they really should take more care that the instructions don't suggest it might connect at the top. Gosh, I mean, I'm not surprised that that's happened, are you? I'm not surprised, because there was quite the hoo-ha over that yesterday, wasn't there? Proper hoo-ha involved. So, fair enough, Mr. Grown Triggs. I think you're probably right. And also I can reveal that Bevis also agreed with this matter. He also suggested that Lego should have a yellow card. I mean, that's how serious it got yesterday. Just checking what the time is. Oh, I've got 20 minutes before the groomer comes. We may have to stop and start again. We might be all right as long as we don't have any finicky bits, she says, reaching for these little monkeys. Here we go again, gang. Oh no, this held us up yesterday. Right. Oh no. Absolutely wrong. Right, then 3 of these. Concentrating. Not sure I'm going to get this all done in 20 minutes, are you? Also, we hate a rush, don't we? We hate rushing. So I won't be doing that, thanks very much. No, 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 no. Mr. Grown Triggs, the VAR, took Bevis to task on Twitter because Bevis was moaning about the steps arrangement into the bookstore. He accused the Lego town planner of being borderline insane. A bold statement. It's a bold statement. And Mr. Graham-Triggs does not agree. He has no problem, he says, with threshold steps. I'm not opposed to threshold steps. I mean, he doesn't talk like that. He's from Stevenage. These are common in older buildings, preventing dirt and flooding from outside. And then he adds, however, this does present an accessibility issue, and they clearly should have included a foldable ramp in the kit. The bookshop risks being fined. Ooh-wee. Now, then, I mean, we can only guess that that's in the right place, to be honest. Hold up. Oh, okay, that does attach there. All right, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We proceed. We proceed, we proceed. Ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Do you know what? Part of me thinks I should suspend filming and go and wait for the dog groomer to arrive. Because once she's in, I can come back out again. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should. I'll put this on. Maybe I'll just finish this little bit. Yeah, I'll just finish this little bit. Come on now. This looks rather lovely, doesn't it? Yep. Oh, this is good. That's good, whatever it is. Right, quick, let's get this done, and then I'll go indoors, wait for the dog groomer, and then I'll come back out again. Okay, that's the plan. That is now the plan that's afoot, and then we will continue with all our lovely club business. I do believe this is a rather amazing armchair. I've never done an armchair like this before. Well, if you please, will you look at that? That's rather good. That's rather good, isn't it? Giving that a round of applause. That goes across the front. Where are we sticking that? Here. Here. Oh, look, and that goes back. That's marvellous. Okay, right, I will be back. I'm now going to go and wait for the dog groomer. I'll return. Thank you. Look at that. It's like a blink of the eye. You didn't even know I was gone. I was gone for ages. Right then. Back to our lovely build. Voila. And voila. Now, where was I up to in terms of our club business? Oh, yes, I do believe that Mr. Graham-Triggs had raised the issue of an accessibility ramp. By the way, I mean, this is the steps that are being discussed, of course. But Bevis has pointed out that this bookshelf and this planter are so close together that anybody wanting to get past would have to go out into the road, so it would suggest that they don't give two hoots about accessibility. Well, I think you're right, Bevis. I think you're entirely correct. Now then, what we've got going on here? It looks like a little lamp, which will please Bevis no end, because as you know, he's absolutely obsessed with them. He is obsessed with lamps. He loves them. He loves them. He loves them loads. That's quite a good one, isn't it, Bevis? I don't think we've seen one done like that before. Very nice. Excuse me, I've still got this rattling old chest infection. It's well boring. Totally dull. Oh. See these? Both Mr. Graham-Triggs the VAR and Bevis the Sensei, Uncle Strawberry, have said that it required a... because we haven't had that before. That's what they do say. And a 2, really? Really? Oh, that's what's happened there. Okay. We're off. We're off a little bit here. Wasn't a single, it was a 2er. Voila. Voila. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong. Well done, Lego gods. Yeah, okay. Okay. The penance for the sassing has now yeah, okay, Lego gods. Yeah, you've made your point. Yeah, okay, fine, right. I was looking at the wrong thing. So 1, et voila, et voila, et voila. Thank you, thank you. Then that, a gap of 4. No, not a 2er, a 3er. Oh crumbs, I've come back and it's all gone to hell. It's because you sassed me. You sassed me. I think I'll go to 1 actually. It feels as if going in is not where we want to be right now, to be honest. 3 and a 2 and a 2 and a 2 and another 2 and another 2. The groom is in situ, FYI. She's marvellous. She comes to the house. Hang on. Correct. She does it in the spare room. She's very, very, very good. The pups love her, of course. Absolutely love her. thought it was cold in here. I've forgotten to turn the heating on. There we are. Seeing as I'm at risk of getting pleurisy or something. I mean, honestly, it's just endless, this chest infection. And mind you, I don't suppose it helps sitting out in a cold shed making Lego. And it's one of the reasons why I've haven't been doing my other club build, because it's just been too cold. I mean, soz, but I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I rather suspect you would rather I was alive than trying to complete the blankety blank set and my own version of Cloud City. I mean, I might be wrong. Thank you, Mr. Grantregs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Open out. Thank you. Oh yes, there was another adjudication from Mr. Graham Triggs, and it was involved our friend, the rather pleased with himself minifigure, who I think did we call him Peter? Can't remember. Anyway, he's got terribly suspicious hair. That's where that went, inside there. And Mr. Graham pointed this out. He said, "The bit you have left over was supposed to go inside Moby Brick. A minifigure may have a suspicious haircut, but he isn't a psychopath who walks round with a hard book cover devoid of all pages." Well, yeah. Fair enough. Although, of course, the beginning of Moby Dick, although this is Moby Brick, begins with "I am Ishmael, not once upon a time." So what do you think about that, Mr. Grantriggs? We're making 5 of these. Just remember to have got my gloves on. I have to put them on, gang. It's ever so cold in here. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves on. Hang on, please. Please, I hope I've got them in my pocket. Yes, I have. Aren't they lovely? They're so super. They're super and delicious and toasty and lovely. That's what. Toastiness. Oh, lovely toastiness. Bevis asked yesterday, Uncle Strawberry, about what happens when I sass myself, and the attitude taken by the Lego gods on this matter. And he said today that sassing myself probably causes the Lego gods much confusion. Well, yeah, possibly. And he envisages a scenario whereby when I sass myself, the Lego gods make me mess up, but then immediately correct it. That's not a bad theory, Bevis. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I think it's a super idea.
Yeah, all right. Just don't Don't get carried away, please, Bevis. Yeah, I like to get carried away. La 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 la. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Look at that. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. Fabulous. That is fabulous. Fabulous. Can't tell you how cold it is. It's actually so cold, I actually think I might be in danger of dying. Don't tell Georgie it's this cold, because I'm telling you for now, she's been going on and on and on at me about not being out here when it's super cold. Well, there's a reason you've been ill all over Christmas, Emma. That's what they say. That's what my neighbour, Auntie Anne, says too. She says, well, you will sit out there. You will sit out there when it's really cold. Yeah, I know. I know. But, you know, I've got AFAWAC duties to perform. I've got a hat on. And a scarf on. And I'm wearing double jumper. I mean, come on. Please don't die, Emma, please don't die. I'll try really hard not to die. Thank you. There, that's a good little song, isn't it? Now, that's good. That's good. That's good, isn't it? Ooh. I think that's good. Can't help wondering about Gary Blair. He's got to put together an actual spiral staircase. I mean, surely only a madman would attempt to build a spiral staircase on their own. What's wrong with you, Gary Blair? Also, who has spiral staircases anymore? I mean, seriously. Unless you're an evil villain. Actually, we haven't got to the bottom of whether or not Gary Blair is an evil villain. Are you an evil villain, Gary Blair? No, I'm not an evil villain. No! Well, you sound like one. Don't you be sassing me. Go and run to the bar. I mean, I know I'm going to be in trouble for that. But, you know. Let's be bold. Let's be bold. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Oh, now we're making something, so I think we'll go in. Hello, little bit. I couldn't be colder. Honestly, it's actually astonishing how cold I am. I feel a bit broken with cold. This looks like it might be good. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is though. Darn it! Put it round the wrong way. You might think, really? Put it round? Yeah, because look, this is going in. That's going in. Hello, what's this? What is it? What do we think this is? Camera? What? Ja. Ja, ja. Jawohl. Joe, I had a conversation yesterday in which I realised I didn't know a single word of Portuguese. Not one. Not one. I don't know why I felt so alarmed by that news, but I sort of did. It took me by surprise, but not a single word of Portuguese. Couldn't tell you anything. Not one. Oh, yes. You know, let me just show you. You know this bit here that we did yesterday, that I was very impressed with. Bevis says that curved walls can be done with the same technique using a 2x1 brick and a 1x1 cylinder. And he says it's particularly good for castles. That's worth knowing, isn't it? Now then. So now apparently we do this. Right. And then that's going in here. What the heck and who is it? Well, I don't know what that is. Do you? I've got not a clue. Not a clue. Actually a bit broken with cold. Broken with it. It's like I'm up Everest. It's not like that, is it? Because it's not like minus 40 degrees, is it? It's just very cold in here, okay? And I haven't been well. I might be putting my life at risk by doing this. Well, you're not, are you? Don't be so stupid. I mean, you'll be in trouble with Georgie, but when are you not in trouble with Georgie? Like, come on, I'm not always in trouble with Georgie. Yes, you are. Like, all the time. Blimey. Excuse me. Sorry. Can't stop the coughs when they come. I mean, I could edit it out, but we don't do that here in Relax with Lego. You get the warts and all experience. You get the mistakes. Oh, there's plenty of those. Who said that? Who was that? You get the perilous the perilous holes of thing. I can't remember what it was called. You know what it was called. You get the great scatterings. Do you remember the great scattering? Oh my word! Crikey, that was an incident, wasn't it? That was a shocker we'll never forget. The great scattering. The great scattering. Oh, I've just realised that club business has concluded. There's no more club business. Oh, so we're making 3 of these. All right. Sorry. Now, someone asked me about the magnets in this table. Who was it? Was it Wild Renaissance? Was it you, Wild Renaissance? Yes, there are magnets in this table. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why, but my gosh, it plays havoc with the knoll. Oh, Okay. Didn't see this coming. Oh, I think I know what this is. Now, I must remember to get the... Because remember, Bevis hates it when I get that sort of a bit off. He hates it. He hates it so bad. He really, really hates it. That's over there like that. It's a grandfather clock. That's what this is. Grandfather clock. There we go. Look, grandfather clock. Nice. Nice little feature. Now we're making 2 of these. Jolly nice. I was wondering if I could manage this without collapsing the whole thing. So far, so good. Could be. I could regret saying that. Am I tempting you, Lego gods? Am I tempting you? No. Ha 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 ha! That's a lovely window. That's very good, isn't it? Okay. Now what? Not much more to go. Hang on. Yep. Now then. Hang on. No, I don't think that is right. I think it's a 4 there, not a 3. Yeah. Then a 3. Then a 4. Then a 3. Wrong one. A 4. That. And a 3. Well, that worked out nicely, didn't it? That worked out nicely. Oh no. Oh no. We have got some bits that look a little bit unaccounted for. Now, where did they go? I'm just having a little look back before the VAR gets involved. What? That's peculiar. Oh, maybe it was here. Oh, yes. It's another... Hang on. Hang on. Just had that in front of my very eyes then. It's here. It's in here. It's that. And that. No, wait. Wait. Yeah. That went on too soon. Can you see? There we go. There we go. There should be another brown tile there, which would suggest I've used the brown tile in the wrong place. Somewhere. Okay, well, alright. I think that feels like it's in your own time, Emma Kennedy, to find that brown tile. Fair dues. Fair dues. I wonder where it... Well, I'll work it out. Anyway, this is now going on, so... Oops, that's come out again. There we go. There we go. Lovely. All right then. That was bag 3, and I'll see you tomorrow for bag 4.